Hey y'all, it's Maria Com again. Been a long time. Um, as I posted recently, but I don't know if anyone reads any of that stuff. Um, I had to put my cat down on October 30th. Uh, he just stopped eating, and I could tell his kidneys were starting to go on top of whatever liver issues he was having. It was, it was just time, and he had to go. So that really sucks. This is the first cat that has been like mine that I've had to, worry about end of life stuff with, and I was sort of hoping he would just pass away quietly on his own in his sleep, but that did not happen. So I had to make the choice. He was being stubborn. I had to make the decision to have him put down and all of that. Maybe this is kind of pathetic, but he was my best friend. I had him for 10 years. I adopted him when he was 3. He was 13 years old, and yeah, it was a good 10 years, but he was my best friend. I live alone with, now just totally alone, but it was just me and him for all of that time, so yeah. And that has been pretty hard, so I've been just, vegging out a lot, not really thinking a lot. But also, work has been really busy and crazy, so I've been devoting a lot of my mental energy to just getting crap done at work and then coming home and not doing a dang thing. Yesterday, which was Saturday, I finally got around to donating some of his like leftover food. He had, according to my sister, way more beds than any one cat should need. I donated a couple of beds and blankets to some of the local shelters around town. And of course, when I was at the shelter, they were like, "Oh, well, do you want another cat?" And I'm like, "Yeah, not right now. Eventually." There are a couple of times I'm gonna be going out of town over the next few weeks, and I don't want to, bring a new cat home and then abandon them for a couple of days in that time. So I don't know. I'm sort of thinking after the holidays, maybe we'll see what happens. I also did end up. This is not like I'm not mad about it. I would have spent anything on it. I would have spent pretty much anything on my cat that I could afford, and I I've spent a lot on him over the past year, and especially now, like, having him put down was not cheap. I had it done in home, so that was a little more expensive. And then I did get his ashes back, and that was a little more expensive as well. So just money's a little tight right now on top of all the inflation and craziness happening in the world. So, I mean, I don't know that I can necessarily afford another cat right now. We'll have to see. I'm also not emotionally ready. People keep, like, suggesting, oh, well, you can get another cat, and I'm like, yeah, I need some time. It is not an easy thing. And I know, I am aware that I can get another one when I am ready to. Just not ready right now. So, it's been a whole thing. I've been just kind of struggling through life, struggling through what am I supposed to be doing now, kind of thing. I'm also a very routine person, and obviously losing a staple that has, a staple pet that has been there for 10 years, it kind of messes up your routines. So, um, just trying to survive and live through all that stuff and figure shit out, and it has not been easy. I'm also, as a millennial, I am very much like millennial and raised in the Midwest. I'm just very much like, oh, I can't bother other people with my problems. And it's very, very difficult for me to be like, yeah, I probably need to take a little bit of time for myself, but I also don't think I should just, like, sit around alone at home. But all I want to talk about or think about is my cat. So, it's a whole thing. Yeah, it's just hard to bother other people with that when, like, they have other shit going on in their lives too, and life is hard for a lot of people this year for a lot of different reasons. This is just, like, one thing. One minor thing amidst, like, a ton of horrible craziness going on for a lot of people, so I know it's not like the Oppression Olympics or the Depression Olympics or whatever. Everyone's going through stuff, but that means that, like, we should also be nicer to ourselves about what we're going through and stuff. Anyway, blah. It's just a whole thing. It's not a competition. I know that. And my emotions still matter. I know that. But it's just hard for me to be like, yeah, I'm sad that my cat is dead, but my coworker's father is dying. And she is an only child, and she has to deal with all of that. Like, it's hard for me to be like, yeah, I'm sad, but this person is going through so much more than me. So, I know that's a personal problem, and I need to get over it and just be okay with, like, talking to people about it, but it's hard. Anyway, I am gonna try and do, like, a little tribute video to him. Yesterday I went through all of my photos of him on my phone and tried to organize them a little bit better and, delete stupid ones that don't matter. Archive everything on my computer just in case, all that kind of fun stuff. And that was sad, but also kind of cathartic, so I'm gonna maybe try and do a video soon. I just have a lot of other crap to get done that, like, part of it is that there's a lot of stuff that I didn't really get done while he was sick, because I was trying to, make him not sick, trying to help him get better, and stuff, but just wasn't gonna happen. But so there's a lot of stuff that kind of, like, piled up, and I'm a little bit overwhelmed by all of that stuff, too. We'll get there. It'll be fine. It's just a whole process, so, yeah. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try and do that soon if I can. I just don't know when it will be because of life and stuff. But yeah. Thanks for listening if you did to me complaining about complaining. That's not fair. Thanks for listening to me, if you did, to me sitting here mourning my cat a little bit. He was a good boy, and I am sad that I had to put him down. But he was not, having any quality of life anymore, and that's the choice you have to make when they get to that point. So, yeah, I miss him every single day. And I'm sure it will get easier at some point. It's just not easy right now. But yeah, I hope that things are going better for all y'all out there, and yeah, let's just try and help each other get through this crappy year. And I will chat at you again soon. This has been my Ria Com. And again, thanks for listening. I'll chat at you again soon. Bye.